Here are the facts for 2018. I want you guys to think about this. 50 million times police in 2018 had a contact with another person that was of the unlawful variety. Whether it was a pedestrian doing something they shouldn't, drunk driving, whatever, arson, okay? 50 million police contacts. In that 50, 1/5 of the time, 10.3 million times, they arrested somebody. 10 million arrests in 1 year, ladies and gentlemen, by more than 686,000 full-time police officers. Think about that. 680,000 uniformed police officers making contact with 50 million people, making 10 million arrests, discharged their firearms just more than 3,000 times. 3,043 times those 686,000 police officers fired their weapon. That means that 0.4% of police pulled the trigger in 2018. That doesn't go with the narrative that we're hearing, that there's this issue where we have trigger-happy, rogue, racist police officers. Are there some officers that are terrible? Yeah. There's some talk show hosts that are terrible. There's some doctors that are terrible. Priests who are terrible. What we're doing to the police, though, is sinful. So you have 686,000 and change police officers in 10,000 arrests pull out their firearm and pull the trigger 3,043 times. 0.4% of police officers, less than 0.5% of all police in this country, pulled out a firearm and pulled the trigger in 2018. And in 2019, the numbers were lower. That means of all arrests the police were involved in, 0.0003% involved deadly use of force. 0.0003. Sounds like coronavirus, doesn't it? Aren't these like 0.0 things kind of like sounding familiar to you? Doesn't it sound like somebody's trying to manipulate you into believing something is a way bigger and more common occurrence than ever? As we'd said with coronavirus, one life is an important life. But to completely impugn an entire industry of people who put their lives on the line every day for us? Let's go on. The truth, 25% of police-involved decedents, people who die at the hands of the police, 1/4 are black. Nearly 50% are white. So nearly twice as many as people are killed by police are white. In 2018, it shows the numbers. White victims, 399. Black victims, 209. There's a difference. But they say, but African Americans only make up 13% of the population. There's a disparity. You're right. There is. And here it is. In 2018, 7,400 black people died. Murder victims. Okay? That's 6 times more likely to be the victim than white Americans if you're a black American. 6 times more likely to die. Only 9, though, were unarmed black people shot and killed by police. Right? Police shootings. 0.1% of black homicides come at the hands of police. 0.1%, ladies and gentlemen. Cops aren't the problem. Wait for it. Liberals are. That's their narrative. That's your story. That is to separate America even further, to splinter us into groups of hate-filled protesting, rioting looters, demanders of justice. The numbers don't lie. Police are not the problem, ladies and gentlemen. The people spewing bad information that you're drinking in are.